And a big part of it is because, once again, they make sure to pay respect to the simple concepts of Dota, you know? Have the ability to push waves, have strong team fight, have stuns, have something with scaling, have something that can get auras. It's just pretty standard stuff. The Disruptor is one of the Navi's best heroes. I think they're 4-1 with it. It's definitely better for their style of play, but once again, you have the scenario where your supports are effectively all about amplifying aggression and, you know, winning more. But if you fall behind,
they didn't change anything when it comes to the play style that they will have. They didn't change much. All right, Disruptor can kind of start the game with a solid glimpse, kind of start the fight with a solid glimpse. But you again have these two supports that are pretty weak when it comes to out pushing waves without showing, and overall are just squishy and constantly on the outskirts of the fights. So if these last two heroes, which are their mid and carry, man, they have to make sure that they can start a fight, that they can initiate, that they can start things off, because I just don't trust Pango like the perfect hero to do that.
This is just, you know, right on brand. You have a natural... So already, PA, you're going to have double dagger possibilities because of the synergy with the Coddle.
You have reach as well.
And you're playing against two supports that hate being jumped. So you pick a hard carry that just jumps on top of them.
I was actually thinking PA or Spectre for them. Something like that would be pretty sick.
Is it me, or is this looking a bit slow from Navi now? Like, that's not really your front liner, per se, that we were just talking about.
At least you have some semblance of a win condition, and it's necessary to pick something that can kill Rubik and Coddle. You need to hunt the duo. It's just Morph is... I just don't know. The lane top is going to be real tough to deal with. Witch Doctor Morphling is pretty formidable, but it's just...
Do you think this is Witch Doctor 5 then, or Disruptor 5? It doesn't really matter. Both lanes are very strong. Disruptor Morphling, Witch Doctor Morphling. For Mars, that's not easy to play on at all.
Is there a... Void Spirit, Ember Spirit both banned out, so you don't have like that Dream Vessel Buyer still available for Secret? But you got to imagine it's just last pick Nisha hero.
Yeah,
Kunkka looks great here, as always.
It's amazing. You know what as well would be pretty good. Okay, that's for PA, right? For the break, that's why they ban it out.
And for Mars.
For Team and for Mars. For Secret, actually, Meepo would be pretty sick again. Like they go for
hell
that.
Yeah.
Like it's a pretty decent Meepo game.
That's what I love about Liz. You get on a panel, he's always the first one for his Meepo radar.
It's all these cheese picks, like literally. I've lost so many games to them. Won quite a few as well, obviously, but lost way many more, trust me. So that last ban comes through, especially with the drafting order changes, right? Before you at least had 2 bans to cover yourself from cheese picks. Now you only have 1. You ban out the Bloodseeker and +1, and you're just more and more susceptible to these last picks.
So we're looking last pick Navi and Magical Hero. What do we see that can, like, you know, boost this lineup, bring it online? Do we need something kind of safe and stable, like a DK type pick?
I think Kunkka DK are your really like just only options, because it needs to be something that can just sort of accept damage from the PA, and preferably something that can face check high grounds and also have a stun attached if possible.
They get the co-op.
This is a very squishy lineup from Navi.
It's very squishy. You can play around with co-op though.
Ultra aggressive, I think, is also a fair word to them, right?
You can play with that co-op. If you're playing Disruptor with an aggressive lineup, it can work out.
This last pick for Secret is obviously going to determine everything. I mean, I expect just the Kunkka DK.
The Kunkka is great. DK is fantastic.
I like Kunkka more just because he can buy the vessel, and I think you really want to have one in this game. Navi, their success is predicated on a strong laning phase, specifically for their Quap Morph, and then good rotations. The downside of this draft is your only tower damage is to sit there and smack it, so you need to have map control obtained.
But look at their last ban. They ban out the Lina, and okay, it's understandable. It's decent versus... Okay, Puck is also really good versus Quap.
That's also great against Pango.
Yeah, it's pretty good versus the Morphling as well. You have that burst damage early on. I love the Puck pick. I actually didn't expect them to play Puck. I haven't really seen too many Nisha games on Puck, have you?
Neither have I.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting.
Well, we have all 10 picks. Where do we sit on this one? Is this Navi pulling us to a game 3, or is this just once again Team Secret ticking all the boxes?
I think it's more even than in the first game.
Definitely.
But with this last pick puck, I think they have ways of bursting down the Morphling, dealing with the Queen of Pain in the lane, and also leash for the Pango.
Yeah.
I'll still go for the Secret, but I like Navi's chances better this time around.
Yep. I think if they can snowball the lanes, they'll be in a good position. Concern I have is just that Secret's team fight is just my X factor. You've got 3 different methods of huge AoE control: the Arena, the Coil, and the Coddle ult. Na'Vi have Rolling Thunder, and that is just not enough to beat Secret here. You're going to need more fights, again, because you don't have that natural tower push. So Na'Vi need to somehow outfight Secret all game long, and that's just a tough ask for me, especially when you consider PA is likely the be-all, end-all late game in this matchup. So I would have to lean Secret again.
Pounds leaning Secret. Navi have definitely come up with something pretty aggressive, but it may have a few flaws in the plan, and we'll have to hope that they can force that third game, because so far it's been 2-0s here for the entire playoff. Let's see if things will change up as we head into game number 2.
Hey, we at least have the big advantage that Navi has a more active support lineup than game 1. Not a huge step forward from, because game 1 was still game 1, but this at least looks a little bit better for them, since we got more to work with this game.
I agree 100%. I like Secret, but now we have a better chance in this game. I look at it the exact same way. Like I think, and I'm happy Kyle pointed out a lot of the stuff after game 1, because I think honestly I was probably harping a little bit too much on Navi's mistakes and not giving Secret enough credit for what they did in that first game. I think sometimes you can get a little bit too caught up in mistakes and not the great stuff that's going on. So in this second game though, yeah, their support duo this time around will have more play potential, but once again, I don't know if I like this kind of Witch Doctor position 4, Disruptor position 5 thing. At least, like you said, it has more play potential, but there's some X factor about the 4 being a Rubik versus it being a Witch Doctor, right? You just know there's these potential moments of brilliance that have a tendency to just have higher impact in the game.
Yeah. I just like it from the
right?
I like it from the aspect that you can punish if Navi starts getting ahead. So if Queen of Pain does get aggressive, there's something that can punish Secret if they can be forced into a retreat. And Witch Doctor, we've seen a lot more power come out of him. That Death Ward combining with Maledict can give a lot of extra pressure. There's no Chen army to soak up the coconut this time around, and it's not as bad playing against a Rubik with the Witch Doctor because you just toggle your restoration. So you shouldn't give your Death Ward anyway.
Right, and this time around, another thing going the way of Navi compared to game 1 is their Pango will get to play his hero. He got ruptured more or less every fight last game and didn't really get to have an impact. This time around, banning out the Bloodseeker allows Pasha to take more initiative and feel more confident about going in front. As long as he gets his ult stuff, he knows he's more or less safe for the duration of it until PA gets, say, BKB. Plus maybe a basher or something like that. So it's way down the line of the game.
It's fun watching this from Zai. I don't know if you can see this. He's blocking the wave up, so it's going to come underneath the tower against Crystallize. And yeah, so just let the whole thing go. So now they can get very much up in the face of this Morphling.
Oh, he needs to not lose this range creep. Oh, got it. That is important for Crystallize. He got 2 CS there. It's not bad.
Now, next lane to watch will be the mid lane. Yeah. Nisha actually went for Illusionary Orb to begin with. So Scream of Pain for the Queen of Pain. So no phase shift dodging, any kind of Shadow Strike. And I'm assuming that's something too, which like does Magical even think about trying to go for that? Like against the puck?
Yeah, I'm curious to see that too, because, most of the times in the past, Quaps against pucks would actually just bypass it entirely and go 0-2-3-1 on level 6. The problem with it is I think Shadow Strike is too integral a part of your hero, even in early ganks and rotations. Like, it's such a big part of your hero to try to put this pressure. And seeing that Nisha went 1-1-0, which Magical knows because he just took both spells to the face, gives him the opportunity to get something back the other way by skilling Shadow Strike. So I like it here that he goes for it. But it's a valid point, though. You can bypass it in this lane if you want to. He's really trying to get this. He needs to be careful here. Nisha could have possibly turned on in there.
He was just hoping to get that second level up in Shadow Strike, which he did like into Nisha.
Yeah.
They both have the observer wards down, so both have high ground vision of the mid lane. That was actually one of the reasons why Nisha used the orb to get down to the lane quickly. Pasha, number 1 CS'er on the board, up against Matubberman. The panel was calling him the big win condition late game. We'll see how well he actually works in the laning phase. They're keeping their distance over Paralyzing Cask, unable to bounce. Maldic will connect, and in fact, man, Matumba, he actually jumped onto Slayer. Have they got enough damage just for that last point of the Maldic tick? And underneath the tower, yep, they do. Slayer, easy combination of 1-0-1, and they get the kill on the safe lane Matumba.
I love that Navi are playing this aggressive. Oh, Poppy almost got Slayer there, actually. They're playing it very aggressively, and they're identifying that, Caudle PA right now don't pose much of a threat. So you can take the initiative. Maybe Pasha got a little bit too greedy there. That's going to cost him. He might even die.
Charges. Slayer's hung around, so he can...
He's dead. Oh,
he is.
That's a bit uncharacteristic. I feel like Pasha has been... He's been impressing me so much in the last month. He's been super stable, and I mean, in a way, I shouldn't be impressed, right? Because it's Pasha, and he has, done a lot of good stuff on VP in the past. But he's definitely still stepped up his game as of late. That was uncharacteristic to me. It's kind of he's been really stable, like in just knowing his limits, not overextending, but trying to go for that extra bit of a hit on Caudle in the tower range. Actually cost him his life and kind of gave Matumba a big freebie, and now he's way ahead of everyone on the top of the net worth on that PA. You don't want to see that if you're Navi.
Yeah, 1700 for him. Elias almost got himself an opening on Yamsor, but Yamsor was holding a lot of stick charges, and I think Zai wants to go for more on Crystallize. Pins him up against a tree. Yamsor with a level 1 Fate Bolt. Needs Crystallize to be a little bit low before he can kill secure that. Park's having a very hard time in mid. That Shadow Strike is really just burning through the life.
Magical's playing hyper aggressive, and I think Nisha's probably taking too many. I mean, it's easy to say, just don't get hit, lol, But he does have 2 spells that can dodge the Shadow Strike, so I haven't been paying too close attention to mid lane, but oh my god, he got a
regeneration room for Magical. You see Nisha, he's like, can I cancel this? No, I can't. Having to throw the orb button, very, very heavy vision of the creep wave in mid. I do see a smoke from Puppy, so Puppy's come down to put down maybe a fresh Observer and Sentry of their own. A Magical staying on top of Nisha. You'll lose Rubik on the bottom lane.
And he is bullying Nisha right now. He forced out the phase shift with Scream of Pain, and then after it was used, he immediately goes into the Shadow Strike. Nisha did not have Illusory Orb ready because he used it to try to break the regen. So Magical is really squeezing every advantage out of this that he can. Even going for the kill there, Nisha was clever to hide on the right side. He's gonna have to TP back while the wave is at his tower. Yeah, Magical is just flat out owning this lane. I'm super impressed. This is usually considered a puck-favored lane, but he is stomping. 24-12 against 12-4, and Nisha's puck is no pushover. So that is a really good individual performance from him so far.
Kyle last in game wanted to put a win condition over on Nisha and on Magical, and it feels like this is something that Navi can play with. Like they can play with their support heroes. Once again, that simple combination. This time it's 2 points in Maledict. Helps get the kill over on Puppy.
Yep. Yeah, the lanes this time around are going well for Navi, so that's a big upgrade from last game for sure. Morph is pretty happy. I would say this lane is good for Mars in the first few levels, and then once Morph hits level 5, you hate life on Mars down here, because you want to pressure him as much as you can, but it never really feels like enough to burst him, and then he resets with, say, a Salve or Tangos, or even buys an Orbit Mask. If Crystallize gets some Orbit Mask, I think he's just free farming for the rest of this lane. Like, there's not much you can do without a puck rotation at that point to bully him out.
They're going again up on top lane. Poppy's coming back over. You got a quick blur. There's some Matubberman back to his tier 1 tower.
Still good pressure. This is what I want to see from Navi, that just playing aggressive in their lanes. This time around, I think they've drafted for more potential success in all 3 lanes. So I really want to see them push it to the limit, but not over it, Pasha. Not again. And this time he didn't.
pretty close to that tier 1 tower. He's actually going to TP all the way home. So I'll leave the lane for Slayer.
It's a pretty good time to refill. The wave is in the tower. Slayer gets a pull off on the side camp. So all of the experience that is available in the lane will be claimed by somebody here. Whether it reaches in time for Pango or not, as long as it goes to a hero here, it's not a big loss whatsoever.
Hey, you're fine. If Wish Doctor gets this,
Yeah,
the faster you get level 6, the better.
You got
Because
level
Poppy-
5, it's a huge upgrade in this lane.
Poppy is about to deny the next Dire Creep wave. He's got a triple stack on that easy pull. A lot less money coming in for the Navi off lane. There is a war that actually watches this happening, but there's not much you can do to stop it. Unless Pango can come and farm up most of the stack.
Zine, Yaps are fighting bot, but not much going to come out of this. Still, despite Morph having good farm, I think if you're Mars here, you're happy. You're actually still neck and neck with Morph on CS, so that's really good. But, oh, he got level 6. They were not ready for that one.
Yeah, the reader comes down from Zai and Crystallize. Oh, now he doesn't really show he can survive through all of this. But he lost his courier. That's one downside. But losing only a support, the Mars Arena goes down. Yeah, you lose your courier, but it still feels, as far as like keeping your win condition up and running, not that bad, Navi. But the fight now comes to the top lane. Nisha with haste and triggers. No Dream Call available. He'll ult forward, won't find the Witch Doctor, who makes a break for the tree line. And once again, Navi looks like just hanging their support out to dry. He'll begin his TP and then realize
Wait,
that's
what?
not going to happen. Maybe it's because, okay, they get rid of the Observer board. That's been there for almost a full... Oh, the Swashbuckle! He won both the Creep Wave and the Phantom Assassin.
Slayer canceled that TP, I think, not because he thought he was not going to be able to make it out, but the communication there was from Quap connecting. He will kill the puppy Coddle here. But yeah, I think his teammates were telling him, stay, we're going to turn this around. But he just died too fast. He didn't get his spells out. And even getting off the Cask plus Maledict there and then dying would have actually possibly netted them a big bonus kill that they could have collapsed on. Well, Secret, I would still say happy with this overall. You lose your Coddle, you kill the Witch Doctor, and you force rotation. Not bad. Oh my god, that's the kill they really shouldn't be getting. Was he morphing the wrong way? Zai doesn't usually offensively tip. So...
Yeah.
What happened there? I only caught the tail end of it, like right when he died.
Yeah, I didn't see the front of it.
That is not
great. And now Zai's going to get ready to try and do his own fight. Poppy, Blind Light pushing them back. Pasha able to get the damage and the disarm. Just one last scream from Magical will do the work. Zai, remember, he's got Arena of Blood already back up again, ready to fight. Looking to lock in the Queen of Pain, pinning her up against the wall with a spear. Rolling Thunder coming in from Pasha, creating more space for Magical at one charges, as well as the infused raindrops to give him the cover. Yapsaw goes down. Both supports from Secret dead, but you know Puck wants his fight. One charge up quickly. Crystallize trying to help out. The snap of the Dream Coil triggered by the Spear of Mars. So Pasha, well, they take the tier 1 tower on the top lane for Navi. That's one big advantage they would be very happy to achieve. Is the Pango worth the cost?
I think that's pretty good overall. Like if Matu wasn't farming in the bottom lane at the same time, you would be very happy. Now it's kind of okay-ish. The big thing I'm looking for is, can Navi limit PA? You're shutting down this Coddle really hard. Like, Puppy's game is terrible, but that's not really the win condition of the game. Like, Coddle being slowed down, as long as he gets level 7, he doesn't really care. He just needs to get his ulti off, throw a chakra on PA for double dagger.
Unless you get PA to TP all the way home.
That's something.
That's one upside.
For sure. Like, you gotta pressure this guy. You can't just... Like, PA is not a very strong hero at this point in the game. You gotta stop her from hitting creeps for free.
Oh, Puppy's coming over to say hi. I don't know if Magical's gonna say hi back to him, Puppy. Oh, Blinding Light can push you back, but that's still a level 2 Shadow Strike. Well, enough to get the kill. Mana Leak, Magical wants to... Wait, I think he meant to Blink Scream, but he screamed instead.
No, he doesn't want to blink Scream Call because he's worried that it's going to cost him his life with a counterplay. It's a very dangerous spot to go for the kill between the two mid towers. It means that the enemy team can TP in on both towers. They could have already pre-rotated one core, and he would die. So that looked like it was on purpose, but with our vision, he probably could have got away with that. But there's a lot of information he doesn't have to make that play. And trading his life for Coddle is awful. He really doesn't want to do that.
Especially a Coddle who's already 0 for 3. But that 3-man smoke up. They're hunting Phantom Assassin, trying to hide inside of a blur and farm up Ancients, but the Rolling Thunder Pango got to hit the right timing. And with a Thunder, Shield Crash in and Disruptor Storm. You asked for them to control Mataman. That's exactly what you got. And an Ironwood Tree just for good measure. Puck wants to get something of their own. Sonic Wave available, Glimpse. Yamsor, get the hell out of here. He stole Shadow Strike, and they're trying to bring in more players. A quick jump away from Puck, but the Sonic Wave will connect. Now it's 2 cores going the way of Na'Vi.
Very nice. Crucial to get the Glimpse quickly on Yamsor before he steals and uses a Quap spell there. Just didn't give him any opportunity whatsoever to get anything done. And that's, again, this is what their lineup can do. We talked about it pre-game, that if you take the initiative and you have this Disruptor, Pango can play a key role in this game compared to the previous one. You're seeing it there. He's initiating out of the smoke. He gets to actually do stuff. And once you're ahead in a fight as Na'Vi, you have so many options, right? You can glimpse people away, you can glimpse people back to get bonus kills. This time around, obviously, securing their way out. Very good.
We're back into the farm game. Phantom Assassin looking to finish up the Desolator. That's what Mataba was attempting to do before. But now he'll have the space up on the top lane thanks to Crystallize shoving it in. Now Crystallize looks like he's already got some pretty damn good items as well, ready for his own sustain. Morbid Mask with double Wraith Treads.
He's rushing Manta. I don't know if he will change his mind on this, if he's worried about the silence from Puck, the blinding light. There's no vessel being purchased by the Dire. He doesn't necessarily know that yet. He can't fully be certain, but is absolutely the case here that it's not coming out. I don't know if this Manta is really needed.
There's a lot of things to break out of.
Yeah.
Potentially disjoin.
Helps him kill the Coddle ult as well if he mantas off the blinding light. It's
great aggressive vision.
They're on
Swashbuckle won't get actually going to go in the roll. On Thunder, see Mars beginning his TP in, but that's a great storm catching Zai on the end of his TP. They're actually going to glimpse him away just in case. But Rubik will arrive with the paralyzing cast, catching Morphling for the moment. Same with the Will-O-Wisp. Queen of Pain having to wait out the Dream Coil before she can blink out. They're trying to push her away with everything they've got, and they're able to do so. Turns into a mid for a safe lane a trade. And Zai actually gets more because he got sent back down to bottom lane. He's able to push the tier 1 tower.
Well, damn it if you do, damn it if you don't. It might look stupid right now, but I think the fight would have been a lot worse if they let Zai stay there. So, tower goes, like you said. And Secret with, honestly, overall, the bigger win there. Like, yeah, you kill PA, but you trade for Quap plus tower, and your mid lane is pushing in already as well. They're just very quick to respond and push out lanes. And again, it's... well,
yeah, it's just defensive arena for the bounty runes.
did you get all 4?
Yeah, they got all 4.
Right, now it's one really big time the last minute. Zai rushing the Yules on Mars, so guaranteeing setups on both Quap and Morphling now for a while until they get BKBs or Lincolns. He can Yule into Spear next trees. He can Yule into Arena into Spear, of course, which is the key classic combination.
Quap's actually going for her own Yules as well. That's first item. Everything a little bit more defensive. Spirit Vessel is completed on Nisha. Already holding onto the 2 charges.
Oh, there's a... My apologies, Toby. You didn't even correct me. There's a Vessel on Puck.
It's fine. I'll get you there
that?
eventually. No, I didn't.
No, I didn't see that. I was clicking all the heroes that would usually buy the Vessel, not checking the Puck. But he actually has it already. Okay.
Oh, Witch Doctor's in a little bit of trouble.
Target. There you go. Oh.
Hey, here's a little secret for you. Send F5 and then hit that little box in the bottom right corner called Show Items.
Oh, you can do that? Toby, I know you can do that. But I didn't do it. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it. So no excuses there. Sometimes you just don't see everything. And then the question is...
Yours? Initiation follow-up? That doesn't happen with a glimpse away. You can't spear from that far.
So you definitely do want to go the Manton Morph then, I guess. But still, it's still a bit concerning for me that the physical damage hero, in this case the Morphling, seems to be getting outpaced a little bit. Like, you need to solve problems really early because Puck buys this Vessel. So from that perspective, I like it. I think it's very rare for Puck to go Vessel like this, but in this game, it seems like a solid choice just because it puts Crystallize on the back foot. He doesn't get to go for the aggressive build where he gets, say, rushing an E-Blade so that they can try to put even more pressure on Matsu. As soon as you force the Morphling into a Manta, he is not a threat for PA. Like, PA doesn't care. He'll get natural 50% evasion.
Like, are we finding ourselves back in the same situation as game 1 where you have to beg the question, like, how does Na'Vi win the game?
Well, there is definitely a win condition in the Morph, like Kyle pointed out. This game is not black and white, just over if it goes late game. Dota, for the most part, doesn't really work that way anymore. Like, with talents and heroes scaling in different ways, usually lineups can do a lot late game. So I wouldn't say that PA has a free game here, but it's just like, if you look at the trajectory of the game right now, Navi have lost 2 tier 1 towers, Secret have only lost 1, and their mid tower is full HP, so they have naturally more map control right now. Posh.
Rolling Thunder, Zai. He's gonna calm down. You get the Mountain Link towards the Death Ward. Defensive Yule Scepter up towards the air. Zai will hit the ground. He's still inside the arena. Is that enough damage to kill him with the high level of Maledict? It's all 4 levels up, and Zai will pop from the last trigger. Puppy Bunny line in the back. A little bit of trouble for Pangalia. Caught with a Spirit Vessel and inside the leash of Nisha. Nisha already on the hunt for more. Slayer will be the primary target. I love this optimistic move from Slayer. It's like, hey, there's no real position 5. Necro Book for the Witch Doctor build-up. Nisha's gonna walk up. Slayer's like, well, I guess we go on this. Another Spirit Vessel charge out.
Still got 1 in reserve. He needs 1 for Morph every fight right now. It makes things so much easier.
The Yule Scepter's finally going to be completed over on the Queen of Pain. And just try to smoke both of them as quick as they can. Little extra life as well for Magical getting the Essence Ring. But who do they hunt? Like, Pasha's cleaning up the mid-wave. Magical and Elias are heading down to the bottom lane. Puck will be the primary target, the Observe Ward. Wait your timing out and then get your glimpse, but Yule Scepter, they need the Storm to come down quickly too. She's gonna phase shift, but where's that jump away? Support's coming in, and it's just a 4 Sonic Wave committal. They wanted Nisha down, and they got him.
Yeah, unfortunately Navi can't really get an objective with this, but it's still a nice kill. Like, you got an enemy core who has
They want
value.
to.
I don't think this is happening for Navi. No way they get this tower. They do some damage though. So,
They're trying.
But you can't push into this.
And 1 rogue creep.
It's that wave clear factor again, right? We're harping on it a lot, but having supports like Coddle and Rubik just deal with situations like these and constantly push waves, create pressure, is a big part of the reason Matsu is ahead on net worth on the PA. He died 3 times, remember? He definitely did get shut down in his farming patterns, but he's able to get the better and the greedier farm because Secret are pushing so much.
Magical. He just wants the bounty and get the hell out of there.
I got it.
Yeah, he will. And Na'Vi not crossing the river to try and go for the power play of the bounty runes. They don't see enough across the map. So Matumba already finishing Desolator. Huge amounts of damage, having the Mithril Hammer for his BKB in the inventory as well. And he picked up an Imp Claw for a level 2 item. It's a happy day as a PA.
Yeah.
If you can catch out 1 target, and Puck's on the hunt.
Yeah, they wanna chase down this Pango right now. Matsu gave up on his ancient camp to push out the wave, making this gank a little less obvious because now PA is not a part of it. Oh my god, they got Morph instead. That's even better. Or did they?
God. He's trying to do his own fight. Puck is hit by the Endeavor Strike, and Morphling still alive to fight another day. Paralyzing cast, need the Malady to come into. It did connect over on the Puck, but he won't live long enough to have more than half a second duration on that Death Ward. The Witch Doctor and Pango both fall. Team Secret, everyone's in the bottom lane. I love how the Necro Book is also chasing down the Puck. Gonna make a break for the tree line.
And at least Morph lived, but you didn't get a counterplay out of it. I thought Crystallize was going to die there, but obviously with Matsu pushing the wave, you're lacking that little bit of extra damage to kill on the Vessel. I think Secret thought they had that without him.
Yep.
But not enough. They still get the 2 follow-ups though, so it's great.
Morph doesn't die, which means the Manta Star doesn't get delayed. Like, he's going to farm up this camp and actually have the Manta. They would have slowed him down by a little bit more. PA is moving over.
Are we gonna see a repeat of the last game? Oh boy, he will die here.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Ultimanor's being purchased. It's coming in. They're trying to deliver the Mana Silent. It will come in the middle of the fight, but he's caught inside the arena and on the edge of the wall. Queen of Pain as well, not looking too happy. Can blink out of it. The Essence Ring gave a little bit of extra life. Defensive Yours underneath the tier 3 towers, and Team Secret, man, really looking to dive. Matumba with the BKB reveal. Already has himself a double kill.
I love Secret's read on the map and this aggressive move of crossing to kill the Morph in this camp. Like, yeah, he gets the Manta in the end, but Secret know what the next objective of the game is. We've got BKB on PA, we're super strong, we want to cross over, find a kill in their area, and then take Roche. And it's just the icing on the cake that it's Morph they find there, farming. Probably what they expected, to be honest, just given the layout of the map and Morph being missing. Like, where else would he be farming right now? That's what they're...
The Necro books are scouting.
They get that kill.
Blink up from Nisha. He's already getting aggressive, trying to buy space from Matumba to finish the job. Puck's got the haste rune, so she can get back pretty quickly, not to mention the Spirit Vessels. Pasha already going into the Rolling Thunder. Roshan down very, very low, 400 HP. Rolling Thunder around. Pasha trying to keep the stun over. Morphling will wait for me. Who's going to get Roshan? The Wildlife push it back by Matumba. He gets the Aegis Immortal and the kill on Roshan, costing Pasha his life. The Adaptive Strike can at least claim that Aegis Immortal back, as Wish Doctor tries to get a little bit more space of his own, but that won't happen. He'll just end up giving more and more charges. And Morphling is bailed.
Did Crystallize not have Adaptive Strike ready?
He used it. He used it to kill off the PA.
Well, he killed PA after the Aegis, right? Like,
Yep.
the Pango rolled in and stunned PA in the Roche Pit 2 times in a row. And when Morph Wave formed in, he did an Adaptive Strike burst. That could have been a kill on Matu, and maybe they could have got the Roche. Did he have cooldown? I mean, I don't know. That just...
It wouldn't make any sense to have it on cooldown beforehand.
Unless he used just nuked someone in the river or a creep camp right before. But whatever that was, I didn't see it at least.
Is he going to find him? Using the courier to scout. Another quick waveform. Crystallize, I got to kill this courier. It sees too much. It knows too much. And Crystallize is down. No buyback available. Even the push on the tier 1 tower and bottom lane, Poppy's going to stop it. And maybe it was Poppy. Maybe it was the blinding light that just pushed him out of range, so he kind of missed the timing on Matumba.
Did he get instant blinded when he waveformed in right before he could even adapt it? Because that's really hard to do with the level, I think at the time, level 2 blinding light. But it might have been.
Yours pick up. I don't have your answers for you, Sin. Sorry. Queen of Pain's going to go down. No way to escape the Dream Coil, even with the Essence Ring. She's going to try and Sonic Wave and battle as long as she can. But still dead for 50 seconds, and Pasha rolling, thundering himself away to safety. The only option he's got, Slayer doesn't have that kind of option. This feels like Secret now have all the momentum they required. They were very, very patient throughout this game, but 20 minutes hit, and Secret's timing has arrived. Maybe the Necro Books can kill off some couriers. They're gonna get one. Another Yules into the perfect spear, and the crit damage that Matumba's got more than enough to kill off Pasha.
This map got a lot smaller in the last 5 minutes for Navi. They just lost Roche, mid-tier 2. They've lost all of their... Well, they have one defensive ward at the river, I suppose, but they have no idea where Secret is, and it's really difficult for them to move out without any sort of info. They don't have a natural way of finding information with their lineup. They don't have any like scouts like Hawk or Wolves or whatever.
They're going to kill Crystallize
instead.
Yabsaw has the grab range, and that's what Crystallize wasn't ready for. And Crystallize might already be tilted. He tried to adapt to strike Matumba before, and he just blur dodged it in front of him. They just go high ground. Very easy for Secret. Desos, bashes, all the teamfight control. No big ultis have to be committed for this, but I suppose we'll probably did burn the Will-O-Wisp. But you've still got Arena, you've still got Duel, and Zayas threatening it. Blinking forward like this. Pangolier, he's going to go into his Rolling Thunder. They do get the control on Matumba, but he just BKBs, jumps in, kills off the Witch Doctor. He'll have to buy it back if they want to keep this mid-Rax alive. Matumba's BKB is wearing off, and you get the double hit. From Pasha, only one the disarm, but better luck here from Matumba. Gets the batch on the dagger. Now the arena will arrive, and Queen of Pain locked on the wall. Push through. Matumba staying right on top of Magical, but now he doesn't have immunity. Now he needs a little extra help to get out. The Glimpse will pull him all the way back inside the base. Needs another jump available. but does not have it. Finally, the streak is ended. Slayer is the one to claim it with the Death Ward.
That
Heavy buybacks from Na'Vi. They really want to get more out of this.
That cost them 3 heroes and 3 buybacks to get Matu once. That's all they got. And the gap is just increasing every minute. Secret haven't really, like, if you look at the gold graphs of both games, they've just been steady gaining. I don't think there's been a moment where Na'Vi had a beneficial minute in the last 2 games. It doesn't feel that way, at least after the very early stages of the game. Like, if you look at it this time around, after 14 minutes, I mean, I guess you could argue there's a little micro bump at minute 21, but there's never been any sort of big win. And I think there's a pretty clear correlation between just the way the lineups work, right? It's Secret having the wave clear, it's Secret having the jump initiations from Puck and Mars. They're the ones making the moves first, and they're the ones reaping the rewards every time. And Na'Vi, once again, with this kind of lineup where Disruptor to function this game kind of needs Pango to lead, but Pango can't get a guaranteed catch. So if he doesn't do that, Disruptor loses a bit of his perk. Witch Doctor is currently dying. Might survive.
Oh, wait.
Scepter, he'll be out. Oh,
Wait, no.
He had the net. I forgot.
He has clumsy net.
Oh, see ya. My kill now. Just shows up for an easy dagger kill.
Secret are definitely having fun in this game. Nisha looking for a new target. If he Dream Calls, they'll kill off the Disruptor. But I don't think he really wants to waste it. He's got Blink off cooldown in 1 second time. They just need to work as a group. Nisha. Oh, they're so grouped up for him, but he doesn't have any information. They don't see back that far. Rubik's only now bringing in the Observer Ward. Zaya is free on the top lane to take the tier 2 tower. Nisha's doing the same on the bottom lane with his 2 supports right behind him. And Matumba's busy picking up neutral items like a Titan Slither. Yep, take it.
Yeah, nice damage. It gives, what is it for him, like 20 damage, but then the status resistance and magic resistance obviously insanely good.
Zaya's playing with a clumsy net. They lose their Observer Ward on the northern side. A full Abyssal Blade complete on the Phantom Assassin. Nicely done with the BKB for the Mars. So much negative armor, so much to work with. Fun Dagons for Puck. He's gone for the full 5. I think Chris is feeling a little left out. Navi's gone out for a smoke break, but he wasn't included. But they're going to try and fight on bottom. Oh my God. In the middle of him, and then the arena from Zai. He'll catch out 3. Then Puck can get the Dream Coil out. Witch Doctor can't fight this one. He's sitting inside the Ghost Scepter. At least you get the Storm done. But my God, Team Secret, all the items they needed, ready to take that fight. And Nisha, the aggressive blink into phase shift. Na'Vi were not expecting that. And Nisha probably wasn't expecting it either.
See ya, Navi. That was a really, really good initiation. And a good read, right? Navi were smoked, trying to get over to defend this tower. And Puck just immediately gets the snipe. And it's so easy from there on out. As soon as he breaks that smoke and gets a 3-man silence coil, the fight almost plays itself. Navi can't really get out. Mars follows through. PA gets a fight of her dreams. Yeah. It's kind of similar to the last game in some ways. It does feel like Navi put up a better fight this game. They took some more initiative, but Secret are just way too good for them today. It's not... Neither game has really been close at all.
Yeah.
It's not really been much to...
playing for their win condition, which was... It never felt hindered. Like, in this game, Matumba died on the bottom lane, which probably slowed him down a little bit. He's still 14-4-4, but... Your PA is still hits that perfect timing to do all the damage in the world. And there's no control you've got against it. Like BKB and Abyssal Blade, any target that Matumba goes it on will die. They'll glimpse him back. You're gonna try and, well, there's no point to storm unless the BKB's on cooldown. And now, you'll step forward. Zai gonna use his own BKB and just spearing him back into Yamsor's pickup of telekinesis while Puck controls everyone else. The Sonic Wave completely whiffs as he just hides inside the phase shift niche. It's a little bit long. It's like Navi can't get anything while Matumba looks to take everything they've got. Zai, well, he doesn't grab anyone inside of the arena, but he keeps Navi inside their own base. As deep as they can go. And GG is called. It looks like the trend shall continue. All games in the playoffs chalking up at a 2-0.
Have any of the 2-0s been close? Like, where there's been like very tight games, or has there been a clear winner every game?
You had the VP Liquid game that went to 59 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. There was one close in that series.
And you had Nip versus Hellraiser's game 2, which went to 52. So that's
okay.
That's probably as close as you get. I suppose Hellraiser's VP.
Fully reflect. Like, that's how it is sometimes, right? Like, a 2-0 doesn't